Hey, what's up, guys? I want to make a video today sharing with you 5 sub-niches or phrases in the fantasy football niche. So fantasy football designs are going to start picking up here in a little bit because the NFL season is going to start. Now the trend doesn't last for too long. It's only for about 2 to 3 weeks, but you're going to see a lot of people coming in purchasing these type of designs, and so we want to take advantage of that traffic when it comes in. So I just want to share with you some phrases or some sub niches in the fantasy football niche, so that you can take advantage and get some sales and make some money during that time. So the first niche or phrase that I have for you is kind of niching down a little bit in the fantasy football a niche, and it's Mrs. Commish. And this is for wives of the commissioner. So in fantasy football league, you have a commissioner, and so this shirt would be for the wife of the commish or the commissioner. Usually, the commissioner is like respected, and people. He's basically the leader of the league. So people will buy this for their wives, or the women will just buy it for themselves. But the phrase is Mrs. Commish. You can take a look at here and go on to test. Mrs. Commish, you'll see that it is not trademarked, so it's good to go. And when you design for this, you want to use like some script fonts. So right here, you're going to see the Miss, and the Miss is in script. All right, and then you also want to use like girly colors like pink, purples, things like that. We're going to see that the competition is only 217, so it's low. We're going to see some good BSRs. Now these will get lower as we get closer to draft days and fantasy football league starting. So that's the first one right here. It's Mrs. Commish. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. The next one is a funny one, and it's I almost always almost win. So this is for if you play fantasy football. You've probably heard people say that, oh, I almost won my fantasy football game this week. And so this is the phrase right here. I almost always almost win. You're going to see the competition is low, 256. When we take a look on test to see if it's trademarked, you'll see that nothing comes up, so it's good to go. And when we look at the BSRs, we're also going to see we have some low ones right here, like 231. Again, these will get lower as we get closer to fantasy football season. So that is the second niche. And then the third one that I have for you guys, just wait for this to load, is going to be World's Okayest Fantasy Football Player. Now you can also do World's Okayest Fantasy Commissioner as well. So this can be scaled out as well. We're going to see that there's only 322 results. We're going to see some low BSRs. This one's already at 270. So this is the third niche right here. When we take a look on test to see if it's trademarked, we're going to see that nothing comes up. So that's another good one to go after. The third one is the one I like here. It's a husband, dad, fantasy football commish. So this is basically a cross-niching dad and husband with fantasy football. One thing to maybe consider, because I didn't really see any designs like this, but would be to use some like maybe army fatigues to kind of switch it out, so you're not doing like an exact copy. Change up some of the colors. You're going to see competition is really low, only 165. BSRs are good. And I want to show you some ways on how you can design for this, so you're not just doing like a straight up copy. So like one way that you can design, well, let's just first check test to make sure that nothing's trademarked. So husband, dad, fantasy football commish. Hit enter. We're going to see nothing pops up, so it's good to go. But some other ways that you can design for this niche right here is just if you type in awesome synths into Amazon, you're going to get some design ideas. So right here, you can use like the rectangle block in the different colors, the different retro colors, and then just add in the text in a distressed font. And then another way you can also do it, and basically, but what you would do is you would just add this text right here on a design like this. And then another way that you can do another design as well is this design right here, where it's kind of like a splash or like a paintbrush. See how it's like a paintbrush? And then so right here you would just add in the text, dad, husband, fantasy football commission. You can also do fantasy football champion, fantasy football legend. Those are some other ways. So this could also be scaled up as well. And then my favorite one right here, which I thought was pretty funny, was who would Jesus draft? All right, so that's the fifth and final niche right here. We're going to see that competition is low, only 191 results, good BSRs. Check test to see if it's trademark. Who would Jesus draft? Hit enter. Nothing pops up. And the way you can design for this is you can go to Vexels. You can type in Jesus, and you'll get some good clip art, some graphics that you can use. Like this one looks like a good one right here. And what you'd want to do is just add in a football. You can also get a football from Vexels. And then what you'd want to do is you'd want to add basically text on the top and the bottom, kind of like here. So Jesus in the middle, top and bottom text, or you can just do the 2 lines of text at the bottom of the graphic. All right, so these are the niches I wanted to share with you today in the fantasy football niche. Fantasy football designs are going to be selling really well here in a second, or in a minute here, so you want to get prepared, get your designs up, put them on all the platforms, put them on all the product options, and hopefully you can take advantage of this niche that is going to be making some money this time. All right, so thanks so much for watching the video. If you like this kind of content, consider subscribing, and you can click up here and you can watch my video that I made yesterday. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.